When you can tell, let me know when people join the thing so that I can start playing. But there's no need for previously because we start off exactly where we left off because I didn't play any yesterday because I was too brain dead because of spending 2.5 hours on the phone. Well, some of which I was doing tech support for.
Rather, it's got up to 4 to 2 further sticks.
Well, we've got at least 2 of them. That's it. And like, we only have to guess 30 seconds before they turn up.
Also, over to the point where you can actually focus on the screen. It takes quite small.
Oh well. Well, I've got a weak claim against the King of Alba, or rather, my brother's got a weak claim against the King of Alba, but he's part of the defensive pact, so.
We claim scum.
Thank you. Right. Anyway, so we have much higher income for no readily apparent reason that I can detect.
You've got a hell of a lot of money for a recent war.
It's true, I did, but I'm not entirely sure why. But anyway,
you were invaded by a
Cybermen.
thank you, Cybermen, otherwise known as the Merchant Republic.
yes, I might have.
And I think reparations are generally scaled based on your income. So a Merchant Republic has a
Lots of
large amount
income.
of income, and so ends up paying you like 2 years' worth of income or something.
Hang
So-
on, it was reparation of the Daleks.
Yes. Anyway, the monthly balance though is the thing that's intriguing me because it's like at least twice as big as it was with my predecessors.
Oh yes, that's
Yes, I do wish it would give you slightly more information on this
yeah.
one.
I think that's the thing I think CK3 has, in that it has tooltips on its tooltips, so you can tooltip while you tooltip.
Jolly good.
As in, when you get one of those tooltips, I think you can then do something that allows you to mouse over
So-
the things in the tooltip.
To get a
More
tooltip
detail.
on it. Right, so right, I can become drunkard and cynical. I can become depressed, celibate, wrathful.
Is that wrathful or one of wrathful? What? Mouse left a bit so you get what the actual consequences are. Wrathful, definite. Wrath, definitely.
Stress, definitely.
Maybe depressed.
Depressed. Let me go just check on. So, I've got one kid. 925.
I mean, celibacy can go away.
Celibacy seems like the least terrible one
no.
of these.
Well, so what's the first one? Is it drunkard and cynical?
Yeah.
Right.
No.
So yeah, drunkard looks like a fairly dangerous thing.
I think celibate is probably the least
So
risky.
what are the consequences of that in terms of things like opinion? So that gives you a -5 against from
Lustful.
lustful people. What does depressed get you? General.
Yeah.
That's not appropriate.
Well, yeah.
Yes, I mean it's quite appropriate. It makes you slightly worse at everything. Well, I think you get to choose.
I think I'm going to be
I mean,
celibate.
you don't need your own children. You can use other people's. But on
It's
the other
true.
hand, you are a genius, so having children is quite good. Oh, has your daughter inherited genius?
Hang on, I've got an ambition to pick. Let me pick the ambition before I forget.
Yeah.
Right, well, my only current ambition is become Paragon of Virtue because I can't want to have a son anymore. She's an imbecile.
Stones, right? Is there something very wrong with your wife? No.
Fortune builder, scarred, proud, ambitious,
I mean,
chaste, gregarious, brave.
Yes, I mean, you won't thus necessarily pass on genius, but you know.
And anyway, I should now have a lot of little Carlings running around, courtesy of my my late sister, the one who died and left me as emperor.
Oh yes, left you 50. Yes, but they have the awkward feature that you would probably have to land them before they could take on the.
It's true, but you know, I do have a couple of baronies kicking around.
I mean, technically, you have to land them and grant them a high enough title that they
Yes.
could be an elector. But high enough titles are not a problem. Yes, you've
Yes.
got a couple of baronies. That's probably just about it.
I like the idea that in this game all the children are born either the helium balloons or something.
So some people are leaving the defensive pact. I don't know that it's anyone really useful.
But we were trying to get you to convert the count to help to improve the opinion of the count. But there we go. On the other
No.
hand, that may also have been an accident in that stuff may have happened since you went.
Oh yes, hang on. I need to find where Wilbert is. Where's his primary title?
Okay.
There. Let's.
You can't send Wilbert to include diplomatic
Oh.
relations with Wilbert.
Damn it. Free investiture.
Probably generally good. I mean, it's not like you can do anything else when you don't have a pope, but
It's true. It's true.
I
Right.
think,
Anyway,
I think technically, because of the game mechanics, papal investiture is not actually investiture by the pope, as in the pope doesn't actually make the decision. It's
yes.
random construction.
We're going
of,
for a grand hunt in Galindia, and I will find the white bear. Ooh, I'm exciting. I am far enough north and east that I get a great bear, not a white stag.
Sorry, where is this?
I'm
Where are we going to find a white bear?
somewhere
somewhere reasonably close to Galindia, which is
White panda?
near Danzig.
which is near, yes, which is where where the fancy arms with the flappy bits. They are.
On the edge of Poland,
Yes.
of
So
the big
not
Poland.
Actually close enough to the Arctic for the white bear is a probability.
Well, look, I've got
Baltic's ice is
over,
I mean, we're
So-
maybe a bit south in the Baltic for serious amounts of ice.
and we are getting into the cold minimum bit, where we could. Yeah, that's not implausible. Anyway, dangerous factions. Who are my problem people? Queen of Poland is.
I like the idea if you go out and find a white bear, you start by doing this weird move and you walk a mile south.
I can't make you
a mile
any
north and scratch
happier.
off and work out where you
So you
are.
can't make her any happier. She's as happy can be.
Yes, right. So
So mostly you probably want to poke Wilbur with a stick until he stops being such a nuisance.
he's in Krakow.
Because he's currently busy dealing with someone else.
Yeah, well, we'll wait till February.
There
Right,
we are.
obligate the vassal. We have to wait till February to fish him out. It's true. Ah, Queen of Poland. Excellent. Hearts. Right.
Not a bear.
So I can get piety by doing this. I can get prestige by doing this.
There was also an opinion in that, but I think it was fairly Bishop Farmer right. Yes. Right to you for sending him out.
Yes.
But bishops are not greatly critical.
And technically, my ambition is to.
Yes. But- or you can kill it yourself. But
Yeah, but that will
there are
just
lots of ways
maim
that
me.
can go wrong.
I don't want to screw up my Ah, right, my threat has just gone down below some threshold, I assume.
So, who is your successor as Emperor of Poland at the moment?
So, right. It's Viceroy rule, but they're
Oh, right,
tolerable,
rulers
but they're a
themselves.
bit older than me. So they're currently tolerable, but I am looking at, trying to survive long enough to look at the next generation, if I
That's
can.
probably not your actual daughter.
But probably not my daughter. Could be, in fact, as I say, my sister's daughters, or my siblings' daughters.
That should have improved Wilbert's. Hang on, no, that wasn't Wilbert talking to himself, was it? So,
No. Where do I get 10 prestige? Anyway, flying sport. Can hold a feast. Right, let's untick go on a grand hunt because we've been on a grand hunt. Let's hold a feast. My vassals will be there. Brilliant.
does that mean you have an unmarried Colin keeping around your court?
Possibly. Was it Naganorth? No.
What? Something like it was merely someone turned up saying Thing Carwin has arrived at your court. Which
Yes.
possibly means that they've just been widowed.
Yes. I thought it was Anyway, right. I'm not that bothered. Right. Let's patronise the musicians. Yes, people are joining and leaving the defensive pact. I really need to, before I do anything important, to get my threat below 75%, so I can at least attack other Christians for a bit.
You can always spot people who aren't in the
It's true. Problem is, most of the people I want will be in the defensive pact, because I'm scary. Fine. Right, well, I'm pissing off Bishop Barnard, and
Technically, I think you're not changing their opinion of you, you're changing your opinion
Opinion-
of them.
yes,
And discovering their opinion of you.
yes. Which is mysteriously that all the merchants in my realm don't like me very much because I'm taxing them a lot. Right, wherever. Oh, another place has gone Cathar. Brilliant. Ooh, with that money I could probably do some building in Galindia.
I really thought that the island there was called auto-saving.
some more stuff going on there to improve my thing. Right. Well, I become friends with Viceroy Wilbert. Excellent.
Well, maybe that can stop him plotting to take your crown off you.
It would be nice, wouldn't it? He likes me a lot anyway.
It was only about plus 15 last I looked, so.
So, where are you? You're in Mecklenburg. Where's Mecklenburg anyway?
Quite a long way west. It was the bit you took off Pomerania.
Okay, yes, so I still need to leave my Chancellor there to convert the peasants a bit. Yo, I am a touchy emperor. People joining the defensive pact against me. I can go into hiding. Presumably that means someone's plotting to kill me. Let's go and discover the plot. Right, this is quite tedious as we sit here trying to...
If you click target, you'll get them sorted by the target, which will mean you can then... There! You just managed to crash.
I think I've just managed to crush Crusader Kings.
Okay, let's not try clicking that button again.
Ooh.
Right. Please do not press this button again.
Now we have to go through all that faff again.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't very much faff, but
Well,
probably you will not end up being friends with your with Wilbert this time. That would be
Yeah.
really irritating.
yes.
Oh, is it all still streaming, or does it record the game running?
Yeah.
No, it's still streaming.
Okay.
The streaming program's completely separate.
Oh, so it's just streaming your
It's
screen.
just streaming my desktop.
Okay.
I think OBS will let you do all sorts of things involving streaming from particular windows, but the easiest thing is just say, I've got a desktop stream now.
I'd say to Zoom, please share my good notes, but I can't. I can share my screen and then go to good notes. It says whiteboard is in Zoom, but I can't share access.
That brings us back to the thing of January that year.
Hang on. Haven't we got loads of bayonets and not many screw, or is it wrong around or something?
We have a vast surplus of oldish
Some
bayonet
bayonet.
like
Probably
Right.
two
Okay,
of
it's the start of the feast, so we weren't very far off. Countess Merlin likes me this time, but much more important is... right, so I can have 50-50 chance of disastrous or fortunate hunting, 50-50 chance of disastrous or fortunate falconry. Let's go for falconry. I feel that the number of disasters available to me as a falconer are somewhat more limited than the ones available to me as a hunter. Particularly since in my last hunt I went, no, please do not kill the big fluffy bear. I get an extra diplomacy, which I slightly need. Right, yes, well...
the feast may actually have happened just before the year boundary.
Well, some of the feast happened before the year boundary, but
So you can
I
actually
don't...
look and see, Wilbert now has opinion 24, which I think is an improvement. There doesn't appear to be a friend.
No, I don't think... I
It's
think
just-
it
it's
crashed
passed
just
by
before...
with, enjoyed feast.
Yes, I think it crashed just before the final feast tallies were...
Yes, so the major problem with him is that he already has a claim on your title.
Yes.
And
Well,
obviously,
it's now February. I can now
he's proved that his title is
unscheme
his claim
him.
is totally illegitimate. But you don't have a chancellor invalidate other person's claim. Plus, your chancellor is Viceroy Wilbert.
That's the one. Right, so let's go back and look at my factions. So
That one is fairly tiny.
that's fairly tiny, but he is also a source of my income. And the problem is, I don't. Oh, I could go and make him. Let's go send my Chancellor off to Chore because. Just as soon as I find it, because I don't want him making claims because I already have like more claims than is sensible. I just need. Oh goodness me! Right, so something has happened in Ireland.
Oh, it happened in the kitchen as well.
Yeah, that's not very important. And not currently in a defensive pact against me.
Oh, what do you think? Oh, right, what's going on with Ireland? Sorry, I'm not paying very much attention. So you have various. Oh, you have a claim on the. Is that you have a claim
That's
on
me.
the whole of Ireland?
I have a claim on the whole of Ireland.
Well, that might be a bit brave, but how's your troop situation looking?
Fine, thank you.
Bad.
26,000 to their 14,000 and way more cash. Plus my honour guard.
And you've got friendly ports there, so you don't have to wade ashore.
Indeed, I think. Well, what I will check is that whether there are any useful, important pacts.
That's curious. Does that mean you can't declare war on him because he's already slightly surprisingly allied with you?
I don't know.
So, well, you had a declare war option.
Yeah.
And if you click on Claim Ireland, do you get any? Okay, it doesn't look like. I mean, it may be some kind of a weird alliance, which means you would help one another, but.
Equally, if the opportunity arises to stab each other in the kidneys, we are totally up for that too. Yes, well, I think it's time to go and claim back Ireland. Right. Send. Turn down time. I think we try and basically we raise most of our troops and we go in hard and quick. And we stop and go, excuse me, what the hell is happening there? Oh, Poland is having a war with bits of Poland. Jolly good, right, anyway.
So, just raise all your troops and not worry too much about where they turn up?
I'm
So I
going
have to march to the sea anyway.
to raise most of my troops there, but I'm not going to do it through the raise all troops up here menu, because what I don't want to do is raise any of the troops
Well,
here.
You can always dismiss those 5. I don't think it causes any harm to dismiss troops.
Yeah, I can then always re-raise them, can't I? That's the wrong button.
I
First,
appreciate they look almost identical.
we should do a little bit of vassal fettling to try and extract some more stuff. You love me and can't be made any better. I've got a too many held duchies problem
And a raised levies problem.
and a raised levies problem.
And he's already cupbearer.
Yeah.
So basically the only other plausible thing would be if he might want to become a commander.
Yeah, well,
I mean, you could try to fix too many held duchies by reducing yourself to 2 for an extra, which would essentially, would increase your quantity of troops available by, well, probably yes, by some percentage.
Right. Good night.
Probably 700 at least. I mean, you probably want to give his way to someone who's already landed within your realm.
it's true, but I'm just checking if there's anyone like really plausible, to which the answer is no. So what duchies have I got and what can I get rid of? Gwyneth. So
I mean, obviously the ideal thing would be something that's in the that's also preferably de jure or at least plausibly geographically the vassal of one of your existing people, but on the other hand, of your existing vassals. But I think if that were the case, you would have given it away already.
well, he desires the Duchy of Gwynedd.
Oh right. Well, if there's someone who desires it, well, you might want to check. So, is the de jure Duchy of Gwynedd only covering that area of your realm? I would assume so.
So
Right, it's just
those two counties,
and
one-
possibly Anglesey as well.
Yeah.
You can actually get your mouse over something that's bare land in Anglesey.
No.
But yes, so that's the only part of your realm it could be. So it's a question of either giving it him, or
Putting someone in.
or giving it who? Oh, is the king of Wales is your vassal? Is he not? Or rather, the viceroy of Wales, I think technically.
Maybe not anymore. Because I'm well out of monarchs there.
Do you hold the Kingdom of Wales directly?
Yes.
Ah, right, okay. So in that case, if you give him the duchy, he will immediately start desiring the kingdom.
But temporarily, I'm going
but
to
it
get a
will-
boost
So it will
from
give you a boost because he'll have a huge boost from having been granted
to the duchy. Yes. Anyway.
Plus it will fix everyone else.
Yes.
So I think granting him the Duchy of Gwynedd, you shouldn't have any lower titles, but feel free.
Send that.
Oh. You've just turned him into a merchant republic.
Yeah, I was fine with that.
Yes. I mean, there is a slight problem because you also own Cornwall and they will kind of fight a bit. But
Well,
it probably won't actually make much difference because Cornwall's going to be so much more powerful.
yes, because it's already got a lot of stuff. Anyway, so we have declared war against everyone. We've just
So your vassals should now be somewhat less
happier.
grumpy.
Although I might have.
You probably need to, yes, vassal things only sort themselves out at the end of the year, at the end of the month, I think.
Well, oh well.
Jacob is still hunting feedback from platform exercise.
Right. Anyway, I shall just raise all my armies. Let's sit back to the sensible view. Right, raise armies. Raise armies. No, don't root like that, you giant pillocks. Honestly. Do you have the common sense of
So
a
he just raised absolutely everything.
Yeah. And so far, I've got a reasonable enough number in Wales to start sending them into somewhere. And I will, hastily back that up by sea shortly. Right, so ships is embark army. Ships is embark army. Ships is click on. have a lot of ships now. I might as well send you home. So, what the hell are you doing there?
I have a feeling, I wonder if you own some odd holdings.
I think I or one of my vassals does, yes. That's my only explanation, but also, what? Our survey says that's terrifying. Right, anyway, so...
Would sure be better boarding in the Adriatic. How many
Okay.
ships can you raise down there, if any? So that will take, that will take 8,000 troops, yes.
Right,
So I
let's
think
instead
that's
get
closer.
you lot going over that way. I might as well actually get you lot going over that way. Right. So anyway, levy fleets. That will take 8,000 people. That is not enough. 9,000 people. That will give me 13,000. Okay. So. Right, and in any case, I will have a bunch of spare ships to send back to them in a minute.
Actually now allowing time to pass.
Yes, having...
Issuing the huge round of initial orders at the start of the war.
That's the one. Maybe I should put some people in charge of this army. So somewhere... Right, you're a flanker, you're a brilliant strategist. Right, you get in the centre. You get to be on the flank. Anyway, so I need to get a few more people there, but we are in the right place. Can I zoom out one step, or that's going to be a step too far, isn't it? I lose all knowledge of all armies. This is where I want a bigger monitor. Oh dear, something's happened to my spy
You've got
master.
a 42-inch monitor.
It doesn't have enough pixels. Oops, pause, why? Why on earth do you want to... Oh right, so your ambition is to improve your stewardship, not to become a
What side of
steward.
this skip then?
None at all available.
I won't have one then. That's easy.
Any religion? Oh yes, that's already set for any religion.
Yeah.
Sorry, I mistake.
Invite you to court. Oh look, because someone's drawing the defensive pact against me. Well, that never happens. So who are you? You're the Methian Revolt, which is presumably why I know if I can go to war against him because he's a kid, not because of anything else. Whatever's happened with the Queen of Poland seems to have stopped, which is good. Excellent. Let's appoint my spy master. Let's ask him to convert, just because it's useful.
Doesn't even need a signing bonus for it.
Indeed. Right, well, let's set you off to scheme. In Zambia. Yeah, right, good. Let's zoom in a bit so we can actually see what's going on.
Yes, the counties of Wales are all rather small.
They are, aren't they? Let us apply fleet glue. Does that go wrong with my applying fleet?
Yes, that works. You don't need to.
Okay, good, right. Let's apply a bit of army glue. Let's fail to apply a bit of army glue. Right, now embark you lot. Read the notes.
This is a reason not to start your game in this part of the world. It's so bloody fiddly.
Yeah, that's the one. Let's zoom out again. I might have to start worrying about the supply limits there.
Sticking to the coast is fairly safe.
It's true. Any supply limit is 24,000. Okay, that's not going to be a problem. Right, unpause to let everyone get into place. Oh dear, someone's got measles. I'm a flanker, you daft piece of AI.
Oh, look, the Irish army will be
Falling in
beating up
a revolt, yes.
a revolting army. Actually, no, that's someone else on the left, not the Irish army itself.
Mm. Oh, I think I lost. Embark that army. Do that army.
Only one of it.
Embark that army.
And that realm view, which I think is probably W, but I'm
My fleet. Sort of designs here.
oh,
Hurrah.
only a skilled practitioner, not anyone particularly spectacular, so she's probably not going to get the Empress of Poland.
No, she's a bit hopeless. Well, let's arrange a matrilineal marriage for her. Oh, well, can only arrange it to people in Poland. Meh. Let's...
So who's likely to be worth trying to get? Yes, she should have. Oh, I'm slightly surprised she's not wasn't it betrothed already, but maybe.
I think she was too young when she hadn't hit the age where we would have done that. Or her betrothed died. That's
I
the...
suspect that's more likely because surely she would have she would have needed a guardian in the court, and you would usually get her betrothed at the same time
Yeah,
because that's a reasonable age for it.
indeed. Right, there we are. Look, stop taking guy that is expert in flanking off the flank. Honestly. That might... To the kindly genius Cycliard.
Well,
Aha! Right,
I think getting him out of your faction was the
yes.
fairly hard thing to
That
do.
should... And that'll take him out of the Independence faction. So I think I now... In October, I take my Spy Master out of wherever it is we're in and send them back to...
So close. You need like 4 more ships. There's is that a 15 fleet? Oh, there's a
45 fleet coming.
nearby. Yes.
And there's still a few more people trickling in there. Not get on there. I think I'll send that big lot straight off to Ireland. Let's unpause so some time can pass. What is this thing I'm besieging anyway? 6.54, I just have to sit there and think about it. Oops. 2nd of July. It is W. Hooray.
Faction disbanded.
Glue. Right. Embark army. I'm going to go now.
Is it? Yeah. Is it worth? You probably don't actually want all of them together, do you?
No, what I'm going to do is come on over
Yes.
here, and then basically I'm going to split that into two armies of about 8,000. Is the plan. This lot I'm going to send off to Scotland. Well, the one bit of Scotland that is owned by Ireland.
I'll have to wade ashore there.
No, they won't.
Oh,
Well, they do. They have to sort of.
They have to cross the strait, but that's not really.
Oh, hang on, I need to go and sort out my intrigue. This time we will not click on the sort plots button. We will just scroll gently through the plot that says until we find kill thingy. Kill Emperor Cyclard.
Oh, someone fabricating the claim on Dutch against you, but you don't even have a button to stop that one.
No. Well, also, then I'll just get a claim and I'll go to war and get it back. Right, there we are. Oh, I don't have a button to end that one. Well, let's check that there aren't any other.
Possibly this relates to where your spine arteries and such like.
Possibly. Well, I think that's the only one that's trying to kill me. I will go to the offending person's. Right, he's my rival, Marshal of the Lombard Band. Right, let's see. Right, let's plot to kill him.
Remember the unfortunate consequences that occasionally caused by possible abilities.
It's true.
Like everyone discovers that you're a murderer.
Well, if things go a bit pear-shaped with this one, I will back out quickly. My brother's got measles.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. I think he's a pretty useless brother, so if it turns out he's toast, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, but you might get
I don't think I should get it. I'm, a long way away from him, so.
it. I suppose at the moment you are currently in Wales.
Yes. More people have measles. Measles still terribly contagious. Good. More little carlings. Little carlings are good. Right, off we go to Orkney. Oh look, people are joining the defensive pact against me. That could never happen. Ooh, my Norwegian troops have. Just want to wait for them to get their act together.
Doesn't look like there's anyone who still survive there.
I will, might as well disband that lot. Because
You don't need to bring anyone back.
No.
Like, they can just walk across the way if it's an accident.
it's true.
Like, you don't even have to walk to Wales. You've got perfectly good Derek at your army. A lot of small armies.
Yes, what I'm going to do is find my big army. I'm going to fail to find. Yes. I'm going to fail to find my big army because I clicked
That one?
past it. That's the one.
Send
Right.
it north.
So hang on, I'm going to zoom in a bit so I can actually see where we're going. No, I'm going to send them
send it to the
south.
capital line. Well, I don't know that army is one that you're officially at war with.
Good
'Cause
point.
It's not the Irish army.
Well
So,
stated.
whereas if you send it to the capital of Ireland, well,
That's
you might-
true.
that's not capital of Ireland, west of capital.
Yes. Anyway, I need to sort out my armies a bit.
Claire points out R is about 10 for measles.
Yes. I'm just going to zoom out a bit so I can see what's going on. Right, you're parked in a friendly port, so that's okay. Right, I've got someone besieging Dublin. I've got someone besieging Lakes, which I don't think is
27 camels.
with 27 camels.
What is that?
Oh, I should probably put some people in charge of this army. Should maybe appoint a spare commander to, like, be in charge of that army. Maybe I should pause and go,
Just over the top.
right, anyway. So, Martra, Prince of Poland. Vasily, Commander of Poland. And what's his face? Right, there we go. That's decent. What? Let's just check there's no obvious, like, fine, let's embark you. Let's send you over here. Actually, no, you're quite small. Let's send you over here. Okay.
Not quite sure what you're being told about, Malfi, but maybe.
I think I had a truce with the previous
Oh, yes,
Stoat
you
of
will have
Amalfi. Come on, my commanders. Okay, so Martra is younger than me, but not much younger than me, and is a reasonable prospect except for his stewardship, which is terrible. But anyway, he's commander, which is good. So. Fine, okay, if you want Cyclard there, then whatever. I still think it's a terrible tactical decision, but you do you. Oh, right, yes, we're just coming up the coast of Spain in order to go to Scotland. Someone else is having an argument next door to us. I can't even see my army. That's hiding under the Alban Holy Roman Empire war for something. Whatever. So Lakes is going okay. Excellent. Getting more Little Carlings. Limited Crown Authority in Pomerania. Whatever. There's been a bunch of inheritances. I think once this war is over, although possibly not tonight, there should be a round of vassal fettling. Oh, I found the Irish army. There they are. I think as soon as I win a siege somewhere, I'll send an army off to kick 'em a bit. New danger. Caribbean. Excellent. Apply army glue, march you over there. Do we have anyone spare? No. Let's give you something slightly random. More people are getting measles. That was a commander. I'm not sure how a commander got measles, except presumably by the magic teleportation method. Brilliant. Right, they're besieging Torso. Let's unpause so my army can actually go somewhere. So now I'm just waiting for... Okay, right, fine. No one children lacks a guardian. Oh, my daughter. Well... There is, but there's also a Prince of the Witcher, which I think is quite nice to get a claim on some of those bits of territory. Let's do that. Let's assign you a guardian. What do I want? So you're minus touch, kind, charitable, patient, honest, brave. Right, yes, you will do. As all good little carlings should. No, I've accidentally run into the bloody revolt. Well... It doesn't look like there's a serious problem there at the moment. in time. It has suddenly gone a bit dull.
Not nice, actually.
It's true, something's happened, not sure what.
Your remaining flank was pretty good.
Yeah,
It doesn't have a commander, but they self-organised into something worthwhile.
yeah.
I think you don't have to send it to it's too late now.
Right. Okay, so you not get back to besieging there. 'Cause apart from anything else, there's supply limit. Oh damn it! Still, you're quite a big army, and you're quite a happy army, and you've got some of my best commanders, so I'm sure that would be fine. I'm sure that Ireland are delighted that I'm kicking the asses of their mortal enemies. And I'm sure that the... Oh yeah, hang on, I didn't send those over there. Right, yes, so that's the entirety of the Caithness army. Right, fine, good. I can remember anything at all about the disposition of my armies. It's unpause so that people can actually go somewhere and, you know, do something. Aha. Well, the guy that was plotting to kill me is now dead. Oh, what a shame. Mysteriously.
No one's discovered it was you.
And no one's discovered it was me.
You actually get to have a battle with the actual Irish army.
That's the one.
You're unfortunately slightly unhappy army, but well, they still don't have a flank commander on one flank. But
Yeah,
that
that's...
flank's still doing exceptionally well. I mean, it is bigger than the others, I suppose.
Gotta kiss the snake. Maybe not. My rival Leonello died under suspicious circumstances. Nothing to do with me, Gov. It's fine. Although my armies were demoralised and useless, it turns out that the Irish armies were even more demoralised and useless. Hooray!
Well, mostly they were tiny.
Oh yes. Right.
So I think you can dismiss any fleets you've got kicking around.
I think I can dismiss any fleets I've got kicking around. Let's disband that fleet. Disband.
I don't know that this actually helps much, because I think the
Yeah.
amount
Well,
that
it'll be fine for, because then some of the places I just raised fleets from will be happier.
okay.
Um,
I think you've got. You might still have a fleet left in Wales, but
No, I
think
haven't.
it's all too often separate.
Oh, damn, yes, you're quite right. So, why are you besieging my territory, you weirdos? So, do I go and give them another kicking, or do I just besiege places?
One thing might be to explore for places that will be quicker to besiege, but
Where is Brief now? That's over there. Well, let's see if we can, because that's a slow place to besiege. Let's see if we can go somewhere a bit quicker. Out. Siege of Cardigan. Victory. Right, are you besieging anywhere that I can assault? Not really. That is if anywhere even worse to besiege. Let's go and try and kick that army again. It's a laugh in it.
stop moving.
So, Caithness, fine. Well, I've dismissed my fleets, but that's fine.
If you walk to anywhere, then you do it.
Let's send you one little walk to Ulster. What are you besieging? Oh, you're besieging that Dublin. Fine. Okay, well, presumably the Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire is afraid of me. So, Ferdinand thingy, whatnot. Yeah. Right, what have we got to besiege there? Okay, that's a relatively soft bit. That's fine. So what's my war score composed of? Lots of occupation. But that's fine, I do have some from battle, which is, you know, important. I do love the way that the Irish army is wandering around the country trying to avoid all the other armies.
He's trying really hard at this.
He is trying really hard at this. What are you besieging? You're besieging somewhere hard. Let's send you next door to join up, and then I can assault.
Is the supply link there accepted?
Yes, it's coastal. Also, I mean, like, the supply limits are like 15,000 mostly, so you know, there's not a huge problem.
You've lost the count.
I know. Oh, hang on. Let's just go check my factions. What is... Let's hope to have this. I need. I appear to have Schwaben again.
Or at least a hole in there.
Yes, I have some of Schwaben. No, more than that because it's gone pink.
Don't know what you think.
Okay, I thought it was pink. But no. So we've besieged everywhere there. So I don't see any reason not to go off and besiege Ulster. No, hang on, that was quite hard. Let's go off and besiege Tyrconnell, which is still fine. It's got a supply limit of 16,000, and we have more than 16,000 people, so brilliant. besieging now in Wales? We're besieging Aberystwyth.
I think you need, if possible, to get a bigger battle. Because I think to qualify as a major battle and stop you capping at 99%, it has to be worth 5% of war score. In a battle with 3% of war score. Or you just have to keep the war going for 3 years, but I think you may be getting close, maybe like a year and a half already.
It's true. Start year 1732, so 1372, sorry.
So, major danger is that someone else will manage to take Ireland off you, off the current king.
It's king
before you do.
first, yes.
But you've already squished, you've already taken back some things that have been besieged by other people.
Now what are we besieging? Mellifont. Cancel. Let's arrange a true for. Setting up guardianships. Aberystwyth may soon be mine. Oh, ha ha ha. Siege is boarding. Let's make time go faster. Right, Aberystwyth is mine. Now we're besieging Aberara. So we're at 54% war score. Nearly besieged Gartan. Which takes me up another notch of war score. I don't think I'm going to assault that. That's a bit scary. It's got lots of people in it, and I want to keep my camel troops alive. Right, so, Mellifont. Now we're sieging Dublin itself, in Dublin's fair city, where the Stokes are so pretty. Right, excellent. I'm making my vassals mature like me, which is good because they're currently a merchant republic. Which, you know, It's fine because they already give me money, but what I want to make sure is they're not going to rebel against me inconveniently. More little children for the court.
I know I took the pictures. The photos of Geek are so sweet.
So now we're besieging Moville. And we're nearly done in Dublin. And we're fairly nearly done in Aberystwyth. A victory in Dublin, brilliant. What are we besieging now? Clondalkin. That's going to take a while. Fort level of 6.5. Excellent. Ooh! Police Otter. I gain the Kingdom of Ireland. Gain 100 prestige. Well, yes. Okay. Usurp the Kingdom of Ireland. Brilliant. I'm just going to unpause and repause in case I inherit some of the claim wars. But I don't seem to. Right, well, everyone goes home then. Disband unit. Disband unit. Disband unit. Check. Everyone's gone home. Go back into hiding. That probably means there's a plot against me. So I'm going to do a tiny bit of admin and then I'm going to stop because it's quite late. Ooh, I can invest in some more melee techniques. Let's get some more melee techniques. Need more keeps, really. Can invest in construction, but I think I need more keeps first. Legalism doesn't really do anything. I really need more noble customs, possibly majesty or tolerance.
So what are your titles looking like now?
So currently my titles are I'm Emperor of Poland, King of Sweden, King of Ireland, Duke of Ostrogothia, Duke of Pomerania. What was that? The Kingdom of Wales, County of Galindia, Barony of Ubelingen and Barony of Alqui. Oh yeah.
Well, Ireland was quite big.
Ireland is quite big. Right, so I'm going to search. Search realm. Drawing court, any great house. My dynasty. So let's see if I've got.
Your current heir is indeed the most diplomatic darling in the world.
It's true.
Oh no, in your realm, sorry, that's what you said.
In my realm, yes. So what I'm really looking for now is any, young uns that have come up with good scores anyway. So Martra is good in that, but is useless in almost everything else. Ditto the Stoat of Upper Silesia. Yeah, okay. There's no. Carloman's a reasonable all-rounder, but I think at this point there's no obvious candidate for landing people. Let's just see if there's any. Right, no one is.
There may be vassals in Ireland who will be grumbling about the Kingdom of Ireland, and vassals in Wales who will be grumbling about the Kingdom of Wales.
It's probably true.
But the great thing is if they get too uppity, they get independence, and then you have a large number of tiny realms in Ireland to conquer.
It's true.
Because they end up being.
Well, I mean, I might put a viceroy in, but I'll save and quit, and I'll do that maybe later in the week. So anyway, I'm very threatening, and my empire is getting bigger again, back towards its previous extent. We have what about
Leon's getting larger.
No. Leon was 2 games ago.
I know, but that was the quote.
Yes. And anyway, so we've got a bit less than 100 years to run of game. So I'll save and quit and say good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Come on. Come on, I just want to actually save.